Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wellness Blueprints. I'm Jess Milner. So glad you're here to nourish your roots with me. I am a quantum energy healer, a master nutritionist, and functional bloodwork specialist. And today I want to talk a little bit about just general diet recommendations and the extremes of the diets that I'm seeing everywhere. Because honestly, no single diet is universally correct. There are no two bodies, two nervous systems, or histories, environments, none of that. There's no two that are exactly the same. So, like the blanket nutritional advice doesn't usually work for everybody. We are all quite different. So we have plant foods and we have animal foods. And we have a lot of people out there that are stuck on one type of diet or another, and there's like, everybody has to be vegan. I'm raw vegan. I'm carnivore. I'm low carb, blah, blah, blah. And, you get into these heated debates and things like that. And I'm seeing a lot of, women asking like, oh, I'm in my late 30s, early 40s, and I can't lose this weight, and this is going on. And the comment section, I mean, God love them. All these people are trying to be helpful, of course. I'm not trying to say like, don't say anything. They're all trying to be very helpful, but they're on there going, oh, well, I did this. I cut out all of these things, and I started doing this, and I started taking this supplement, and and those things worked for those other people, and that's great. And I mean, maybe it would work for the other person, but what they have there is all of this conflicting information going, well, which one do I pick? And probably none of them, honestly, because you are not any of those people. So what works for one person, especially women, when it comes to trying like to lose weight or feel better based on diet, like it's just not going to be the same for everybody across the board. So, we have these two different kinds of, we got the plant food and we have this animal food. So plant foods, plants interact with the sun. Fresh foods feel alive, they actually contain something called angstroms, which are just subtle energetic frequencies that are found in food. Basically, it has like the frequency of whatever medicinal and everything, it's just this qualities of living foods. Basically, the only thing you need to understand is that it goes beyond calories and macros, what you're putting in your body, what you're putting in your mouth and you're eating. It goes beyond just the calories and macros. So, that's why you might feel more alive when you're eating like lots of fresh plants and things like that. Okay. So, then we also have animal foods, and animal foods have your amino acids. They have cholesterol. And, despite what your doctor may be babbling about, cholesterol is absolutely necessary. Every damn cell in your body wants it. Most of them make it themselves. And you do need cholesterol. It is absolutely necessary to eat. So, we have bioavailable minerals and vitamins in animal foods as well. We got those healthy fats for hormones for your nervous system. These things are very, very necessary, right? So these are two different foods, plant foods, animal foods. They're not actually competing. These are different forms of nourishment, okay? Different forms of nourishment for your body. And, extremes in diets and stuff like that, they ignore individual biology. Okay. Now, therapeutic diets have their place. I've had lots of patients that have done, lots of paleo, lots of low carb, lots of carnivore, and I've had some vegan and more plant-based patients as well. Mostly carnivore. I see men have a lot of success with that. That's a podcast for it's a topic for a different day, with the difference between men and women in trying to lose weight in terms of hormones and all those great things. But I've seen a lot of that. And I've seen a lot of people do really well on more of a plant-based diet as well. The thing is, learning what your body actually needs. The goal is not perfection. It's to learn you got to learn to know, you got to get to know your body well enough so that you know what nourishes you. And then you're eating real food, and it's the real food that's good for you. Because, some people do really well on low carb. I do pretty well on low carb. Some people do really well on carnivore. Other people need carbs. If they don't eat the carbs, they're just no good. Same thing with like some people do really, really well on plant-based, and other people, they don't get enough animal proteins in there, and they're just no good. You don't feel well. You feel tired and this and that, So it's going to be different for everybody in terms of what is going on. So I want you to not worry about naming your diet. Just be a human who eats real food. Okay. And remember that your way of eating is not actually a religion. Okay. So it doesn't need to completely control your life. And you certainly don't need to try and control other people's lives and diets with what you are doing. Most people now are eating according to an ideology. not biology. And that can be very problematic because it's not looking at certain things like stress. Stress changes your digestion. Okay. Hormones matter. Your trauma load matters. Ancestry matters. Your activity levels matter. Okay. So when we're running around just, eating because of some philosophical belief about something, that's probably not nourishing your body. It's only nourishing your feelings. And your feelings can often be big fat liars in terms of what's actually going on and what's present. Because, do you feel that way so, but that's a topic for another. That's a topic for another one too. But your feelings are not always telling the truth. Okay. We'll say that your feelings are not always telling the truth. Your emotions can be big fat liars a lot of the time. Okay. But food, it's not just calories, it's information, it's chemistry, frequency, memory, it's minerals and amino acids and light exposure and energy. There's so much more to it than just, what we like, oh, it's got this in here and this in here and this in here. And not only that, it might have X amount of grams of and micrograms of all these vitamins, minerals, macros, everything, micro and macronutrients. It's got all of these in there. That doesn't mean that that's what your body is actually taking and utilizing. So everything is completely different. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. This blanket nutritional information or blanket advice ignores individual biology. And we definitely don't do that over here. Jess doesn't do that. That is not spiritual nutrition at all. Because you need to be aligned with what's going to be nourishing for you. And that's going to be different from everybody else. Okay. So if anybody out there that you know of is just like really struggling with what to eat, I don't know what to do. Do I follow the food pyramid? Do I flip it over like we've done recently? I mean, flip it over if you're going to follow it at all. But it's not as simple as like just eat according to this, because there's always going to be people who cannot eat according to that. There's always going to be something going on. Somebody's allergic to something. Somebody is not able to process proteins properly. There are so many different things that could be going on inside of your body that are going to make you process things differently than the person sitting next to you. So whatever they're doing that is so freaking awesome for them may not be so freaking awesome for you. Okay. And that's okay. You don't have to sit there and feel like a failure. Like, well, I tried all these things and nothing worked. Well, yeah, you're giving yourself a great amount of effort and everything, but unfortunately you weren't looking at what actually nourishes you. So we want to find out what is actually aligning for you. So please share this with somebody who just needs like a little bit of a pick me up there. And just, leave me a 5-star review. Definitely hit subscribe because come on. I mean, come on, don't you want to listen to this every single week? Come on. I want to leave you with this, okay? Nature is not extreme. We don't need to be extreme with our diets, with all these decisions. There's always a place to be a little bit more stress-free, okay? Nature isn't extreme. It's diverse, it's adaptive, it's cyclical, and the human body tends to be the same, okay? So don't fight that. Eat according to biology, nourish. Love you guys so much, and I hope that you're eating something delicious tonight. All right. Eat real food. Love you guys. Bye.